Life is going to test you at times, but your strength is built in how you respond. Even in chaos, there are still things worth holding on to. Um, but yeah, the way you respond, we can choose to respond in fear, or we can respond in strength and to push through. Staying strong doesn't mean you're never going to break down or anything of that nature. It means rebuilding every time that you do break down or every time that you have a setback, you rebuild and you continue to grow. And what truly matters becomes clearer when everything else falls away. You find the real strength in moments when you refuse to give up. Hard times don't erase what matters, they reveal it. So holding on to love and purpose, it keeps you grounded through anything. And, life's been crazy for me a lot of the time. And I've gone through tons of stuff with like my mental health and stuff like that. I had so many different belief systems. My reality was pretty much shattered at one point, but you know, I got through it, and I'm really grateful that I got through it, and I'm so happy that I got through it. But yeah, it sometimes it just is the way it is. But some days you won't even feel strong, but you can still choose to keep going. Even slow progress is still progress when life feels heavy or things are getting too much to bear. You're still making that progress. You're still swimming. Remember in Finding Nemo, when Dory's like, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. You literally have to do that. And, you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to have all the answers to keep moving forward. Sometimes strength is often, it's quiet. It doesn't always look like confidence. It's something that sits beneath the surface, and it's the reason we actually get through things, even when we believe that we're not going to get through those things, whether it's loss, financial hardship, breakups, all of those things. You're going to be strong enough to get through it, and that's what really counts. What matters most is often the thing that keeps you going when nothing else matters, or nothing else matters when nothing else does. So hard seasons don't last forever, even when they feel endless. You've survived moments you once thought would break you, but they didn't break you, did they? You kept going, and you're still whole, and you're still a human being with resilience. Whether you believe that or not, it is the truth. Holding on to hope is sometimes the strongest thing you can do. And when I go through tough times and my mental health gets crazy and stuff like that, I hang on to hope, because hope is what's going to pull you through. Hope's what's going to get you through the day. Sometimes it's okay to pause, but don't give up on yourself. The things that matter will always find a way to stay with you. Even in uncertainty, you can still choose what you value. And you don't need perfect conditions to keep trying. Even when it's storming, and even when the rain falls mentally, keeping going is really the most important thing. And you don't need those perfect conditions at all. Even when it's bad, keep trying, keep pushing through, and keep getting through what you need to get through. Strength is built in the decision to try again. Even when everything feels unclear, go back to what matters the most. And that's hope, and that's family, and that's your foundation, and stuff like that. You're allowed to struggle and still be strong at the same time. Some of your hardest days are going to shape you into the strongest version of yourself that you ever thought possible. You're going to become a freaking champion, a freaking warrior. Even when life shifts, your values can stay steady. You don't have to rush healing, just keep going. And what you hold on to defines how you move through the storm. And I highly recommend just holding on to hope and stuff like that, because it's really important. But sometimes survival is the strongest form of strength. Another thing is, you're not starting over, you're continuing forward. Even small acts of persistence matter more than you realize. And there's simply strength in refusing to quit on yourself. So don't give up. Don't quit on yourself. Push through and make the most of the strength that you've been granted from all the things that you've already gone through. Look back and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I got through of all that. And the things worth keeping will still matter after the storm passes. So sometimes you'll forget a little bit about, what's going on in life when you're going through that storm. But, you'll reconnect with the things that matter once you do get through your storm, and just have hope that you will, you know? And you don't lose strength by feeling overwhelmed. You gain strength by continuing anyway. And that's pretty much all I got for this one. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.